Hi there and welcome. Today we'll talk about something that's often misunderstood but absolutely crucial to running a profitable construction business: markup. It's more than just adding a little extra on top. Markup directly affects your profit, your pricing, and whether your business stays in the block. Let's break it down and make sure you really understand how it works. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. First, what markup really is, why it matters for your business, how to calculate and how to use it to price your jobs. Typical markup ranges. Let's get it started. So, what exactly is markup? Markup is the number that you multiply by your estimated job costs to get the selling price that covers all your costs, including overhead and profit. It always greater than 1 because it builds on top of your base costs. And here's something important. Markup is not the same as a margin. They're often confused, but they're very different. Every business needs to set its own markup based on its unique overhead and desired profit. Why markup is matter? Markup plays a crucial role in keeping your business profitable and sustainable. Markup protects your margin and it supports to a long-term health of your business. Without the right markup, you might win the jobs but still losing money. You won't have enough to cover indirect costs like insurance, office rent, admin stuff. And without this cushion, your business won't be able to grow or survive during slow period. Markup is not just about the pricing, it's about the staying in the business. So, how to calculate a markup? To calculate your markup, you're using this formula. Markup equals total volume sold divided job costs. To figure this out, there are 3 things you need to know: your projected annual sales volume, your projected overhead, and your target profit percentage. Let's take a look at an example. Say your annual revenue goal is $2 million. Your overhead is $500,000, so you want to make a 10% profit, which is $200,000. That means your job costs need to be $2 million minus $500,000, overhead minus $200,000 profit equals $1.3 million. Now apply this formula. 2 million divided by 1.3 million equals 1.54. So your markup is 1.54 or 54% over cost to hit your profit target and cover your overhead. How to use markup. Now that you know your markup, here's how to use it to price a job. Step 1, estimate your total job cost. That includes labors, materials, and any direct expenses. Step 2, multiply the numbers by your markup. In this example, your job costs are $200,000 and your markup is 1.54. So your job price would be $200,000 times 1.54 equals $307,690. That's a number you have to quote to your client, and it covers your costs, overhead, and your target profit. Now, let's take a look at some typical markup range based on different type of construction businesses. Residential remodeling contractor often use markup between 1.4 and 1.7 because smaller jobs and predictable scope and more client changes require higher sales effort. New home builders usually fall between 1.25 and 1.5, depending on how much work is done in-house versus subcontracts. Tenant improvement contractors tends to be a 1.2 to 1.4 range. There are commercial jobs with tighter budget but lower client management needs. Specialty contractors range from 1.3 to 1.6, depending on the trade, job complexity, and whether it's a service call or fully installed. Commercial general contractor may use a lower markup around 1.1 to 1.3 because of a high volume or low sales overhead, often with negotiated contract. Handyman or small job contractor might need a much higher markup, sometimes up to 2, because they have a very short job cycle and a high overhead to revenue ratio. Last one, design build contractor typically use 1.35 to 1.6 since the integrated service model adds more value and justify the higher markup. Remember, these are just range. The right markup for you depends on your specific causes and goals. Here's the key points and keep in mind. Markup is essential. It helps you cover your full costs and actually make a profit. Don't rely on guessing. Use the professional tools to pricing your jobs with confidence. And most importantly, track your real costs, adjust the needs, never prices below what your business needs to stay sustainable. Getting your markup right is one of the smartest things you can do for long-term success. Check out our APARBooks, construction accounting software specially designed for contractors. Visit our website to learn more. Thank you.